Thunderbirds taking on the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Toronto Thunderbirds. Season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense.
6-yard line.
And they will be led out by their 6'3 cornerback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Find his tight end here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
It's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Time with Sonny Michel. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's a first down throw. It's complete. And down to the 15.
Let's make it happen. It's time.
Holding offense.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got his man on the crossing route. Smith 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. It just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
He was taken down by Ruben.
The numbers a week ago for Michel. 14 carries, 72 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
He's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
second down. Michelle lost it.
Sony Michel on the carry. Fumble on the play.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up.
This is going to be the defense has it. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now it's Camaro in the passing game. Break 1 tackle, but they quickly brought down. Nice little game.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Open down the middle of the field. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll get this one underneath to Camaro. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and run to the yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I'm not sure if this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On second down, it's Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Haskins complete to McLaurin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Good. 4.
Give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Rocky start here, a turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. He loses the football a second time. The defense will get their hands on it. Complete the line. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
They have 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
They give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Get this down to the 10.
That's good. 4A.
CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that to
take this one for a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Scoring summary. 3-play drive.
7. Patriots, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the pocket? Meaning the sideline is protecting it. Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't knock it.
This one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. First down, New England.
Smith on first down. Quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4 on 2nd down.
Number 16. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Again, Smith. He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard. Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that much yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Smith. He can hit. It's it. Smith lost it. And this is put down by the defense. And they take possession. They have it at the 36-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives? 3 fumbles? It's time to change the look someplace, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
On first down, it's Haskins.
Haskins' pass complete to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. At the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins.
Take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Haskins. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
To Alvin Kamara.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Brandon McManus set to
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10. At their own 22.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
Nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This is Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Thrown over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd down, here's Haskins. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Run past midfield, just a yard or two shy of 40. They pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Tower on the stop.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Patriots' 17-yard line.
Now Haskins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Complete.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them in contract time.
But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
You certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Miller. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down and 4, Haskins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His 1st carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it. That's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown tonight. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now it's starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. at their own 27.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
There's a throw, and now it's taken in by his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on his ear.
Stepping out, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down is paramount. They can get it done. And guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have the victory.
Leading here in the 4th. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Smith. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Haskins. It's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Kamara again, the
Dante
ball carrier.
Hightower on the stop. Good gain there on first down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock moving. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Second down and goal. Haskins is pass clock at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. This is clear. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do?
know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. That time, a 9-play drive.
Thunderbirds 24, Patriots nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
1st and 10, Smith. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. The tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Smith's pass.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel.
Smith's
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. To the air again, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And now look at him go. The 20. And he will take this one. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one. They took it all the way.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. He'll get this underneath to Michel. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing again is Smith. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked him apart.
Just their best to get to him, and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
One last throw here for Smith. The fight is tied in here, Asiasi. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the home team here, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss will drop them.